Tessa, Tess, does it matter?
No, either's fine.
TJ?
Tess or Tessa.
Okay. All right, well, Tessa, again, I appreciate you donating time, as I always do to anybody that hops on. Q, my co-host, will be on here in a minute, but if you don't mind, can you just give a quick introduction to yourself? And then I would like one favorite hobby of yours, a favorite food, and a favorite beverage to go with said food.
Okay, my name is Tessa Johnston. I'm originally from Canada. However, I currently live in Miami, Florida. The most beautiful weather right now.
Rub it in, thanks.
It's beautiful. I got such a tan this weekend. I actually feel great. A favorite hobby of mine, definitely training.
Okay.
Yeah, I love to do that. Favorite food of mine, tacos. Absolutely.
Love it.
Breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, dinner tacos, dessert tacos, you name it. And a favorite beverage, Diet Pepsi, for
Oh,
sure.
all right, perfect. Yeah. So it's funny because and Q, when he's on, you can ask him about this. I'm not afraid to like hold up a random item and be like, hey, so and so, sponsor the show. I did that with Diet Mountain Dew a couple episodes back,
Yeah.
and they finally reached out. Mountain Dew did.
Okay.
So fingers crossed. Ooh,
Sorry.
is that the Great Dane?
This is, yeah, we might have a few visitors as
Hey,
well.
that's fine. I'm very pet friendly. My dog is not here right now, but we are pet friendly. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Um, so as we were talking before I hit the button, you just competed in Wadapalooza.
Yes.
I believe I saw that you podiumed, correct?
I did. I got third place.
Killer, awesome, love it. You mentioned it was your first one. So I am a fitness guy. I've been a trainer, coach for 15 years. I was a collegiate athlete before that, did all the things. What made you pick CrossFit and Wadapalooza to compete? Like, was it the like a people thing, an atmosphere thing? Like, how did you get into that and obviously succeed so well in your first time?
Well, I've been doing CrossFit now 7 years. I
Okay.
first started it when I was back in Canada. I played a lot of sports growing up, and once I stopped sports, I needed something else. And I was always into like just the regular gym, but it wasn't giving me everything. And I tried a CrossFit class, and I remember just absolutely dying. And I was like, this is what I was missing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's not for everybody, but I think with fitness, once you find the thing that is for you, you love it and you'll continue to do it. And CrossFit was that for me. And then fast forward, I always knew about Wadapalooza, but of course, I've only been living here for a year and a half now. So I had moved here last year, just right before Wadapalooza, and I
Mm-hmm.
attended it. And I remember thinking, like, wow, how cool would that be to compete? And then, honestly, just like 2 weeks ago, an ad popped up and was like, oh, like Wadapalooza tickets on sale. And I was like, I wonder if there's any availability still to compete because it's hard to get into.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole first day was sold out. But on the Friday, there was like a few spots left for the gauntlet. My dog. And I was like, you know what? Just pull the trigger and do it. I didn't have expectations. I didn't have like goals necessarily, just I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to just do it for me, just to like cross it off the list of like, okay, I did this. And the prelim competition, there was 60 of us.
Oh wow.
It
Okay.
was 90 degrees, 90% humidity. We were in the dead sun at noon. It was an hour-long workout. It was 4 WODs within the hour back to back. I literally have never felt so much pain. I seen the light multiple times. And when I finished, I literally said to my teammates, because I had a lot of like other people from my gym competing as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I never.
Oh.
Right. Thanks, Steve. Mommy, calm down, hey. I had said to my teammates, I was like, guys, I never want to do this again. Like this was a one and done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that I made finals, and I was like, shit, like I have to do this again. But the next day I competed at 8 in the morning, so we didn't have the sun, we didn't have the heat, and
Mm-hmm.
I felt so good.
Oh,
Girl,
puppy.
I felt good, and I just had fun with it. I just did what I knew and ended up placing third.
I mean, again, congratulations. And
Oh, wait,
if
sorry.
I no, you're fine. We're again, I love dogs. Like, please, she's more than welcome. Um, if I remember seeing right on your story, you're fairly tall, correct?
I'm 5'7".
Oh, okay. Um, so do you ever feel like there's like an event that you felt like you were at a disadvantage on? Or whether it's because of like, you entered 2 weeks before or anything like that. Like, did you ever feel like there was something that you were going into it like, oh shit, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this? Or was it just kind of like, you had the fuck it attitude of, I'm going to try it. If it works, great. And, here we go.
I don't think so, to be honest. I think because CrossFit, there's so many different movements. There's so many different WODs. It's like you might have a disadvantage in one, but you're going to have an advantage in another one. Like there was one workout that was like 90 deadlifts. And so they're like, okay, the shorter girls, I was the tallest one. They're like, oh, the shorter girls are going to be so much better at this workout. But then we had a workout that was rope climbs and rows and burpees over the rower, and they're like, okay, you're taller, you're gonna have an easier time at this. So I don't know, I don't even take it into consideration. For me, it's just like you just have to do the work. It doesn't matter if you're tall, short, big, small.
Yeah.
The work is the work. So just
I hear that. I'm always curious just because like, so I did powerlifting for a long time. I'm into strongman right now. Here's Q. There he is. Hey, buddy.
Hi. I'm sorry. No, you're going to start hi.
Yeah, you're good. So, and I'm like one of the smaller people in the strongman competitions that I do.
Okay.
But it's always just fun for me to look at like how size doesn't really matter, right? Like it's just, can you do it? Do you have a favorite and least favorite movement/lift in the CrossFit world?
Yes, I love wall balls. People think I'm
Really?
crazy, but I got big legs. Like my thighs are big, so wall balls are easy. You just keep squatting, you know.
Q's trying to
Not at all.
we're
They are not easy at all.
BTG. Q's trying to be a part of it. Big thigh gang.
But
I would love that.
Thrusters. I hate thrusters, and that was my final workout at Wadapalooza, was thrust, like a descending ladder of thrusters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the wall ball thing threw me off. I was not expecting that at all.
I love them because for girls as well, it's a 14-pound ball, and by the time I stand up and throw, I'm like almost at the line. So it's like it's a very like, if you just breathe, it's a very easy movement for me.
Yeah.
Are you tall?
Sorry?
What? Are you tall?
I'm 5'7". I mean, I'm just like average, but
That's as tall as Andy.
Hey.
I'm just kidding, Andy.
Leave me alone. Q's antisocial today, but so my last question on the CrossFit thing. So I run my own training business out of a gym that has 3 locations, one of them being a CrossFit location, which is actually my favorite one to lift out of. They have the nicest equipment there, in my opinion. And what I've noticed is the people there are awesome. However, when I walked in there the first time, they looked at me like I had 2 heads because I wasn't doing the CrossFit thing, right? I was going to go deadlift and do my, my bodybuilding hypertrophy, whatever. But I noticed the like inquisitive and like fun, curious nature, as opposed to, I've heard some people be like, oh, CrossFit's really cliquey and it's this, that, and the other thing. I found the opposite. I found it to be very welcoming and very fun. Have you seen any of either side of that, good or bad, from outside of your box or like inside even towards like, I don't want to say like other aspects of fitness, but like, does that make sense what I'm saying?
For sure. I mean, I see both sides of it. I train at the same time every single day. I'm 8:30, ride or die. So if I go to another class time as well, sometimes like I'll walk in and they'll look and they'll be like, oh, who's this girl, you know? But I don't know. I think people always say CrossFit is cliquey, CrossFit is bad, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's just because we train together. So like, they're CrossFit classes. So you do the class together. So that creates like, I don't want to say a bond, but like you're working together. Where if you just go to like a bodybuilding gym, you're just coming in, coming out. Like you see people there at the same time, but you're not necessarily working together. So when we work together every single day, yeah, we get time to chat during warm-ups, we get time to chat in between sets or share the barbell. So I think it just like naturally creates that kind of bond, or I mean, some people would say click, but I wouldn't say it's clicky. I just think like the people who like it, like really like it, and we see the benefits from it. So like we enjoy to share about it.
Yeah, I personally think the team aspect of it's awesome. I mean, I played football for, all the way through college. So like team sports was my thing, and going into powerlifting and like the strongman world where it's all about me was really foreign. So like when I see the team, like I watched highlights on social media of Wadapalooza and see the team thing, I'm like, that's dope, because it's all people doing the same cool thing. And Q and I are both proponents of like, as long as you're doing something with weights, a barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, whatever, I don't care. I think it's awesome. Just do the thing, enjoy the thing. Tell me about it if I don't get it, and we'll sit down and we'll have fun. Like there doesn't need to be any, oh, you're CrossFit, well, you're wrong because I'm this, or oh, you're this, I'm CrossFit. It's just like, that's stupid.
Yeah. So important to find what works for you. And it's like, if Zumba is what works for you, amazing. As long as you're doing something, like something to better yourself or do some sort of exercise, you just got to find the thing for you, which is good.
Fun fact, I've done Zumba before. It is one of the hardest thing I ever did in my life. And never again. Never again. I can't bounce around like that. I just can't do it.
Can I have a video of that, Andy, please?
If I can find my old colleague that has it, yes, I will gladly get it to you.
Have you ever done Pilates or like bar? Okay,
I've done those.
Those are tough.
Those are hard. It's hard even for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty flexible for a gentleman too. So
no, I'm not.
But like holding those, yeah, I can envision that you're not the most flexible guy in the world. But it was very tough. But you're right. I think just find something that you can do to show up to. That's number one. If you're not comfortable showing up, first of all, you're just not going to do it. You're going to hate your time there. You'll never seek any gain from that.
So,
but go ahead, Andy. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, with Wadapalooza and getting third place and podium now, accidentally, I guess, as you would say, when you didn't even want to do the finals, but what's the next like step on the ladder for you? Like, I mean, I'm assuming you're going to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it like I got to win this bitch now, or like what?
I literally, when I almost died on Friday, I was like, I'm never doing this again. And then Saturday was so good for me that I forgot about Friday, and I was like, okay, now I'm ready to do this again. So accidentally, again, an ad popped up on my Instagram today for, I think it's called Fit Games, which is here next month. And I was like, well, shit, guess I'm doing Fit Games.
Run it back.
So I want to do that, but I do also want to do a team one. So Fit Games, I think I would do individual. Wadapalooza, I did individual. There's a badass girl from my gym who competed at Wadapalooza as well. She got third in a different category. I'd love to partner with her and someone else and do like a team one, because I think, team ones are pretty cool as well.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm late here, but where is your location at? Where are you competing at?
I'm in Miami.
Oh, okay, cool. For some reason, I thought you were in Chicago. So is it?
Oh no, she already rubbed it in that that's the most beautiful place on earth, and I'm trudging through 2 feet of snow in my backyard. So we've already been over that.
It's negative degrees over here. So wow, okay, so Miami, that's a ton of competition. That place is a little wild. Where do you live in Miami?
Right in the middle of it all, and I live in. It's called Edgewater. But
I know Edgewater.
Central to everything.
Okay. The reason I ask is we had a bachelor party last year or a couple of years ago, and it was a very interesting place to say the least. And it was, that's what I'll say. I'll keep it like that. I do want to visit again. But
where did you go?
Oh my gosh. What's the big?
11.
We went to 11. Yeah, Rick Ross was there. That was very cool. I enjoyed that. I don't remember much, but
was it fat Rick Ross or slightly less fat Rick Ross?
It was slightly less fat Rick Ross for sure.
Okay,
but it was a good time. Is 11 the place to go? I assume.
I mean, I think that's like the Miami staple when people.
So, do you go as a resident to 11?
I've only ever been to 11 once, and it wasn't when I was a resident. I got booked here to model during Art Basel, like it was 6 years ago, and Travis Scott was at 11, and the whole group of us went there. But that's my only time I've ever been there. I've never been there since.
So I love the fact that you said Travis Scott, because we're just starting to do a weekly bad joke on this show, and mine is about Travis Scott, which I will get to in a minute. But
That's terrible.
so you mentioned modeling, and I didn't mean to
Amazing.
cut you off, but you have your competing in fitness, you have modeling, and you have tattooing, which tattooing is one of the main reasons I wanted to talk to you, because I think it's awesome that you started your own thing, by the way.
Thank you.
Which of those three is the hardest to get ready for? Like, is it a tattoo appointment? Is it a shoot? Or is it a competition? And why?
I mean, they're so diverse, you know. I don't think getting ready for a tattoo is difficult. To me, I'm very methodical in the way that, like, I'm in my tattoo studio now. When I enter
Your work is great, by the way.
Thank you. When I enter this room to prep for a tattoo, I do the same step, the same time every time. Like, I know I put my surface down, I put this down, I grab this, I grab this. Everything is very in order, you know? So that's not difficult. I mean, doing the actual tattoo, that might be the difficult part. You know, there's a lot of variables, a lot of things that go into that. I think, I don't know. I don't want to say any of them are necessarily difficult. Like, even the modeling, I try to look at everything very positive. So of course it's like the getting the hair and the makeup ready, the outfits ready. That one might be the hardest, because if there's a day that you just don't feel good about yourself, or you're tired, or, you know, you don't want to smile all day, that one might be difficult because you really have to show up in certain ways when you might not feel it.
So I was going to guess the modeling, not for like those reasons specifically, but I just had a feeling that's what you were going to say, because you accidentally podium in CrossFit. I've followed your tattoo page for a long time, and like I've seen the progression. I'm covered in tattoos, so like it's a big hobby of mine. And my artist right now, I actually started with him when he was an apprentice.
Okay.
I have the second tattoo he ever did on my left leg, and then just progressed from there. So I was gonna guess the modeling thing because and maybe it's just the social media world that we see, but like you project like confident, right? Where was I going with this? Shit.
I
don't know.
If you can't find it, then I have a question, because
you go. I'm lost.
What is the weirdest tattoo story you've ever?
Ooh,
I
that's a
only
good
have
one.
I have one tattoo, right? And it was super easy, super seamless. I want more. I just don't know what to get. But my tattoo artist told me that someone defecated while it happened because he was in so much pain, and I can't imagine like ever finishing that. So I'm glad I shared that story, by the way. But anyway, weirdest tattoo story or fun tattoo story? Do you have one?
I don't say I have a weird one, to be honest. People ask me this question a lot. And the reason why I don't think I have one is, if you look at my Instagram, how I portray myself as an artist, how I portray my art, how my studio is set, it's very done in a way where I think I wouldn't get asked to do the weird tattoos or attract the people who would want the weirder things. Everything from mine is like, I feel like it's very feminine in a way. I mean, I still tattoo a lot of males, but if you look at my Instagram, it's very like well put together, very clean. So I don't get the weird asks, but I did have I want to say like an incident. I'll tell you guys this one. This one's bad, but I mean, it happened, so there's nothing I can do. These two girls were down here from New York, and they were getting matching sister tattoos. And the one was on my bed, and the other one was on the chair. And as I was tattooing the second sister on her arm, I was using red ink. The other sister scared her, like out of nowhere, like jumped and like scared her. And the one I was tattooing, jolted.
No.
And my pen went my machine went down her arm, and it like put like at least like 6-7 dots down her arm, like in
it's not that bad.
And
But
luckily
what's the
it's in
point?
red. Sorry.
No, I was just, like, why would the sister scare the other sister during the that's the stupidest thing you could do. I
I've
feel like.
never had that in my life happen, and I was like, oh my god. But she was like, no, like it's not your fault, like no worries. And like luckily with the red ink, it's not gonna be dark. And I also told her like once it scabs, pick it, like do the opposite of what you're not
Yep.
supposed to do. That way it'll just come off. But I think that's like the only like crazy-ish kind of thing. Nothing.
That's definitely goofy.
Yeah. So I've got a question for you. So we interviewed a musician by the name of Steven Rodriguez,
Okay.
up and coming blues artist. He's awesome, friend of the show. And we talked to him about why he picked like a certain genre, why it was blues, right? So what made you want to learn how to tattoo and like establish this as a business? Because obviously I'm assuming it was a lot of hours of practicing on the little like rubber hands and stuff, to get to where you're at now. Like I said, your work's great. Like if I had the free time to fly down, I would love to get a tattoo. If you're in Chicago, I'll book one. I am all for helping people express their art. I think it's great. But like, what made this become something you wanted to, pursue, to continue to grow and like turn into, you have your studio, you have Tattooed by Tessa. Like, how did that all come about?
This is a good story. When I was younger, I never watched like cartoons. I never watched Disney. I literally grew up watching like Miami Ink, Empire Ink.
I love it.
I would scroll on TV and it would be like SpongeBob, Looney Tunes, and I would see Empire Ink and I would be like, that's the one. And so my entire childhood, I grew up watching those, even like the botched ones. And when I was 14, I asked my parents for a tattoo machine and they got me one. So when I was 14, I was in high school. I started doing it on like the fake skins, the fruits.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I started drawing a lot of tattoos. And I had a lot of friends in high school be like, tattoo me, tattoo me. And my mom was like, dude, like you're not tattooing me. 14 years old,
Damn,
so
I was hoping mom said yes.
No, she never let me. But I always kept the machine. And like every like year or so, I would pull it out and just like I would still have the interest. Like the interest never went away.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also never the right time. The city that I came from, the only people that tattooed or got tattoos were like literally criminals or like people in jail. Like it wasn't, you didn't get tattooed to have art. It was tattooed to like have gang signs or something. So when I moved to Dubai, I ended up taking a specialized course there.
Cool.
A tattoo course, but also a permanent makeup tattooing course. And that's when I actually started to do it because during COVID, I had a lot of free time as well. So I popped up the machine again. I started practicing again. And then when I found out I was moving to Miami, I was like, well, this is literally the perfect place to do this. Like if I want to open a tattoo business, Miami is going to be the spot. So I just went like head in on that. And when I came here, I opened the studio, started developing that, started gaining clientele, and just been rolling since then.
That's awesome. I'm slightly disappointed your mom wouldn't let you tattoo 14-year-old kids.
Same.
Because that would have been a fucking awesome story.
Oh my god, I could be like a world traveling tattoo artist by now.
I
was going to ask, like, is that why you went to Dubai? Like, you're just like, let's just travel the world and tattoo people?
No, I used to work.
Was that modeling?
I used to work for Emirates.
I have no idea what that is.
It's
the airlines.
Top airlines, yeah.
No, that's how cultured I am.
Uncultured swine.
Damn. I know, I'm terrible.
So
I want to go to Dubai. That's
Miami Ink, was that the one with Ami? Was that the guy that ran the shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that. So I actually have, you might not be able to see it. So this tattoo here, the two hearts and the wording here.
Okay.
That was done at Kat Von D's shop in LA.
Oh, I always wanted to go there.
It was so overpriced, but the experience.
That was LA Ink, wasn't it?
Yep. Right in West Hollywood.
Yeah,
it was so overpriced, but the experience was worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, the tattoo was like 20 minutes, but took the picture at Kat's shop, like saw her special office and chair. Unfortunately, she wasn't there that day, but like still worth it. Totally fine.
Super cool.
So I have a really weird off the wall question. Thanks. So I'm always told I need to get tattoos because I'm really fair skinned. Do fair skinned people make for great portraits of tattoos?
Canvases.
Canvases. That's what I meant. Sorry.
I mean, good skin is skin, but having light skin, you can see the differences in the shadows and the colors, and like color would pigment so well on you. Like I love, like Japanese porcelain pots, like the blue on the white.
Mm-hmm.
They're very like intricate. You can do those sort of tattoos on super pale people. Like you can use blue ink and make the most stunning tattoos on pale people. But if you were to use blue ink on my skin, it just looks like a light black, So yeah, pale skin is beautiful for colors to show, or even to do like more in-depth work.
All right, well, you talked me into it. I'm gonna get another.
Your
I'm gonna get
ginger
tattoos.
soul has saved you for one thing.
Hey, I'm about it. I've always wanted. My wife has a lot of tattoos. She's got probably, I don't know. She's got a ton of tattoos on her shoulder.
That's
But
why
I
we
always
like.
wanted-
That's why we like Kelly.
Yeah, no, she's great. Okay, I'm gonna. So is your tattoo shop tattoo? Is that right? Tattooed by Tessa?
Tattooed by Tessa. Yeah.
Is that so? It's in my. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I was just looking at your page, and everything looks very precise and very. I don't know the word, intricate. It's just very, very detailed. Is that like? Do you have a style in mind when you do this, or like you attract a specific style? I know you said feminine, but you do the males too. Like, is there a style that tattoo artist is portray?
Technically, like I'm considered more fine line.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Most people book me for fine line. However, I love to do, I call it like Sharpie style, which looks like it's done like with a Sharpie. So it's like that little bit thicker. Yeah, I mean, I do a mix of everything, but most people book me for fine line.
Okay. And then my last question before Andy goes again, what should I get tattooed on me?
What?
And you have
My
to answer.
face.
Okay.
Of anything. I mean, you could get a cheeseburger for all I know.
That's perfect for you.
It's actually perfect. I'll get a piece of pizza, honestly.
I've done a cool piece of pizza before. You can get like a melting piece of pizza, like a trippy one.
Like
Okay,
right,
well,
don't get the teardrop. Get the slice of pizza right here.
Yeah, they would love me.
I mean, you've killed a
talked
lot
me
of
into
people
it.
in your life.
I am gonna go visit. You are gonna give me a tattoo. You're the only tattoo artist that I know now. So
amazing.
Well, the one. So look at that. Perfect. Go ahead, Andy.
So
I had to get my selfish questions out of the way.
No, you're good. So my question comes from an experience of my own. Like I said, my artist, I started with him when he was an apprentice. So he did this. This was the first hand he ever tattooed.
Okay.
When we got done, and he woke me up because I almost fell asleep. He like took like he was nervous. I was like, what's going on? He goes, that was my first hand. Like I wanted you to not hate it. Like I was worried you were gonna be mad. I'm like, dude, you're great. Is there a part, and he's even said like hands are just hard because of all the movement, especially like fingers and stuff. But is there a part of the body that you've noticed, excuse me, that maybe you have to be like a little bit more steady to tattoo, or like you're like how like since you do fine line, like how many times you may have to pass over? Like, has there been a part of the body that you've been like, not the most excited to do this part? Or is that not a thing for you at this point?
Well, I mean, on the contrary, I love to do hands, which is funny. A lot of artists don't do hands, and I love to do hands. I did my own hand.
When you post that you tattoo yourself, I think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, these ones are all I did these all myself.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna add to it. I'm gonna add up here. I was gonna do it today, but I took a nap instead.
Solid.
I mean, I don't enjoy to do the inner lip. I don't enjoy it. Would I do it? Yes, I just don't enjoy it. And also, I don't enjoy the ribs, the rib cage specifically, not because it hurts people, but because when people breathe,
right,
you have to only tattoo on like the down of the breath.
Yeah, because the expansion of the rib cage.
Yeah, and it goes like up and down into the needle. Like while the needle is going up and down, the skin is going up and down. Mm-hmm. So you have to like only put the needle in when it's going down and then take it out when it's going up. So you get like the smooth line. So it takes a lot longer. And I don't want to say it's frustrating, but it takes a lot longer because you can't just tattoo like straight. You have to be very like in and out.
I noticed
What's your
that
favorite? Oh, sorry, buddy.
I'll say I
Go ahead.
noticed that a little bit when I had the one on my neck done. Like my artist had to like I would take like a deep inhale and he would like stop. So
Yeah,
similar to that, I'm assuming, because I know you've done the neck too, right? And that's very similar.
exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't hurt though. The neck was easy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Q. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, like, what's your favorite tattoo on you that you've done?
The one that I most recently did, it says she is art. This one or the dog. I love the dog as well. But she is art comes from like one of my favorite quotes. So this, yeah, I love this one.
I like that.
Would you share the quote?
Yeah, it says like, she never looked nice. She looked like art, and art isn't supposed to be nice. It's supposed to make you feel something.
I
like
love
it.
that. That's
Who
good.
said it?
Uh,
Don't know. Sorry, I put you on the spot.
Way to go, asshole.
That was terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't know,
Um,
but it's just one I've seen it come up a few times, like over the years, and every single time I've seen it, I've like saved it and screenshotted it, and I've always just like it's resonated with me. But,
is that you that has the finger ones? It is what it is.
I did. That's my friend. I did her yesterday.
Okay, because that's
But then,
cool
you know
too.
what? I was like, shit. What can I do on myself?
Yeah.
Something about wall balls. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No,
Do
but I
something
have
about,
my knuckles, so little ones on my
Yeah.
knuckles.
The knuckle. Yeah, I got the knuckles done too. Those were not fun, but
I
Yeah,
would
it's
like to do
spicy.
that.
Spicy.
so okay. So
It hurts.
fun. Yo, my knuckles sucked, but I'm probably a baby compared to Tessa. So
No, the
You're-
hands
you're
are very
definitely a baby.
sensitive.
like the top of the hand, I almost fell asleep during both of them, but the knuckles, I was like white knuckling the pun intended. The little.
I kind of want to get white knuckle. I kind of want to get my knuckles done.
You should.
Just
You
kinda-
got.
I think they look sick.
It's fun.
That's all I want. That's all I want to be.
Cool.
I just want to look sick in my life. To be
It's
completely
for your
honest.
rap career.
No, straight up. But
We're trying to get Q to be a rapper, so
not gonna happen.
Steve's supposed to help us, but Q's being a weenie. When you get a request, so like when I send in to my artist, so I'm kind of a little spoiled because he'll like draw stuff and send it to me, but like, hey, do you want this? But at times I've sent him requests, he's always been like, putting his little seasoning on the entree, as we call it, right? What is your like preferred communication? I'm just curious about this from like the business standpoint, everything. Like, are you pretty much, hey, send me a request, I'm open to anything? Have you refused anything? That's a better question. Have you refused any tattoo design requests to this point? Let's go with that.
I have. I've had, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 requests for like, like the blackout.
Oh yeah, the
Like
blackout
that.
on the arm, yeah.
It's not for me. I don't enjoy doing it. It's a lot of harassing of the skin. That's
a big fucking like paintbrush needle, right?
Yeah, and just to get the band like perfectly lined around, like around a round surface, it takes so much precision. And not that I don't have precision, but it's like if you move your arm at all, it doesn't look like perfectly lined up. And for me, as like a perfectionist, that bothers me. So I just don't like to do those. There's a girl here in Miami who only does blackout. That's like all.
Oh wow. Okay.
And she makes bank because it takes time to do it. But I just don't have interest. And for me, it's like this is an art at the end of the day, and it's like I want to enjoy what I'm doing, so I put passion into it and I put effort. And so if I don't enjoy it, like I don't know, I don't want to do it. But
that's fair. All right, my last question with tattoos, and I'll throw it over to Q. This is a drawing that my artist sent me. Where should I put it?
Oh, well, that's hard because I don't know
Forehead.
what you have on your body.
I have basically everything besides my torso. So my torso is open, ribs are open.
The only availability you have is your torso.
I have like a little bit on my right leg.
Do it as like a chest piece, like one chest piece. It's like similar shape.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you talk me into it.
Forehead.
That's been like, no, I'm not doing the forehead. Get out of here.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I was creeping on your tattoo stuff, and I saw a brain. and that one really intrigues me. I think I want a brain of all types of colors. Can you do that to me?
Of course. That
That's
brain
cool.
that you would have seen is one of my favorites. It's so clean.
It's so good. I was gonna say, it
Yeah.
looks like it was like printed on. It
That
was
guy,
very good.
that guy comes to me all the time. We've done quite a few on him, and he'll just ask me to send him any drawings I have, and he just comes and he'll pick a few that I have and just get them.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I really did like. I love that. Okay, cool. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. I have no more questions at the moment.
So
No
I have
more stupid,
one.
selfish questions.
I have
Cool.
one. What would be the tattoo that you would want done on you the most?
I have one drawn. It's
Oh, nice.
So my first tattoo that I got done on myself, I was 15. It was the week before I turned 16. My
Nice.
mom let me get that for my birthday. Now I hate it. I mean, it's not the same. We don't tattoo the same styles as we did that many years ago, you know? So I have on my hip, I have like 12 birds.
Mhm.
And they're so dark and they're so big. And like, that's the opposite style of like what I like or who I am. And I can't get it removed. Removal process is very difficult. It's very long. It can cause scarring. So I'm going to finish instead. It's on my right side. I'm going to go up the right side of my back only. And I designed a Japanese crane and these two
Awesome.
Japanese flowers. And I figure if I have those on my back and those look nice, people are going to look at those. They're not going to look at the birds.
I love that.
So
Trust
that's
me,
what-
I've been getting tattooed for 18 years, and I've got some stuff that I'm like, yeah, I could probably cover that up or get it reworked too. But it's also like it's a story of my tattoo adventure and life and all that stuff. So I
can
know
show
you're.
you quickly as well. Hold on.
Yes,
I'm gonna
I would love to see that.
Please.
While
Let's-
you're pulling that up, we are
Yeah.
going to. I'm going to skip over something, and I want to ask you this question because I know you're on a time crunch. Let's
Tell
see
me
it.
if you can. Tell me.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it'll just be like on the right side.
I vote 1000% yes. Do it. Awesome.
I'm gonna
looks-
send my wife to you.
You designed that?
Yeah.
Yeah, bravo. That looks great.
Do you like books? That's the most broad question ever. Do you like? That was such
I
a
do.
stupid-
When I have time, yes. Now
Okay.
my time is so limited, but yes, I do.
Yeah, you got 3 jobs. It seems like. But my wife loves books, and she's on like this. She's on a giant book kick, and she's
Okay.
getting book themed sleeve. Essentially, is
Okay.
what she wants. So, just I got you. I'm gonna. not
Good
that you need it,
context.
but I'm going to.
Odd start
Yeah.
to that, but good.
Odd
context.
question. It's a great question. Do you like words on paper? That's
So-
stupid.
Tessa, I know you are very busy, and you mentioned you have a limited amount of time. So I do want to ask you this before we let you go. So we always like to ask our guests and ourselves each week. You know, the show Sane podcast. It's a play on words, right? Like sane mental state. We talk about each week what's kept us in a positive, in a sane mental state for the last 7 days. So I have a guess what yours might be just based on the conversation we've had, but can you tell us anything that has kept you sane over the past week and, kind of, made you wake up every day and be like, hell yeah, let's do this?
Oh my God, so many things. I don't know. Like
Ooh, I like
in
this.
general, I try to always just have a very positive outlook on life. One of my like quotes or one of my sayings I always say to people is like the world is hard enough. Why do we try to make it harder on others? So instead, like we should always be positive and be friendly. And like if you're walking past somebody, I don't know, see if you can help them or smile or say hello. And I don't know, I think like it's January, what? Today is the 16th.
Mhm.
We're not even halfway through the first month, and so many opportunities have been presented to me. I just accidentally podiumed. I'm running my tattoo business. I'm running my UGC content modeling business. I have 2 beautiful fur babies.
Oh, little kitty.
I think there's so much like to be grateful for and thankful for, and like I just wake up and like I know that I've worked for this, so I'm appreciative of it. But I think, yeah, just like thinking of everything I've done and everything that I have available to do and is coming up just like keeps me going and keeps me thankful and ready to just take on the next days.
Puppy. You're muted, Q. Idiot.
Idiot. That's a big dog. That
She's
was
a
not a
great
puppy.
name.
Oh yeah. Oh
She's a
yeah.
puppy
She's huge.
technically.
Is she?
Okay.
Yeah, she's young.
Wow.
So I just thought of one more fun one. Name the profession that has the worst tattoos throughout the profession. Go. Like sports, music, actors.
Personal
Like where?
trainer.
Shut up.
I,
I would go actors. I think some actors in Hollywood have terrible tattoos. Number one. Like, I'm sorry,
That's
Jeremy
a weird
Allen.
question. That's
It is a weird question.
My
See a lot of
question
that?
was cool.
I don't know.
Firefighters found it.
I have no idea.
All right, homework. Think about that. No, I'm just kidding. I know you, and again, I know you got to get out of here, but I appreciate you coming on with us. I think it's cool that you accidentally podiumed in Wadapalooza. It's great that you started your tattoo business. I will link all the descriptions to your pages in the episode description to support you any way we can. But if you'd like, take a minute to tell people where they can find you. And again, from me to you, thank you so much for your time and wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you can find me Instagram. My personal one is Tessa Johnston with 2 N's, or my tattoo one is Tattooed by Tessa. I am also on TikTok. I know it's Tessa Johnston.
I don't even know what that is.
TikTok as well. Otherwise, if you're in Miami, you can find me here. I'm always at the gym or the dog park, or you can come see me at my tattoo studio. But yeah.
Plan on it. That's awesome.
All right. Yep. Appreciate
Very nice talking to you.
very much. I know you got a busy schedule. Good luck to you, and hope you accidentally win again next month.
Me too. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks,
Ted.
Tessa. See you.
All right. Well, she was cool. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
We're still recording, by the way, so don't say anything stupid. But
I wasn't. Gosh. No, she was very. I'm sorry. You guys started a little early. I'm sorry.
no, it's
But
fine. I was in the studio and
you.
I grabbed my drink and then I saw her pop up and I was like, oh, all right, well, we'll just start going.
No, that's cool. I like the variety of people that go on the show.
Yeah, she started her own tattoo business, modeling,
Pretty neat.
competing in fitness, worked for the Emirates Airlines. Like, man, I feel like a peasant.
No, I'm definitely a peasant. I mean, that's a fact. But it is what it is. I was looking at her. That's why I was looking down this whole time too. I was looking at a lot of her art, and I really enjoy the like she said, it's very clean or very.
It's very fine. Yeah.
Very fine. That's yeah. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I have some of that on me, and I like it. I like it a lot. And it's becoming more popular too, which is cool.
Okay. We'll see. I didn't know.
Especially on guys. Yeah, like more and more guys are getting like the fine line work done. And
Dude, I'm gonna get a piece of pizza on me. I promise.
Bet. You bet.
I mean, I will. I just don't know where or when.
Butt cheek.
I knew you were gonna say that. Hey, shut up.
Well, you wouldn't do the cheek under the eye, so you got to do the butt cheek.
I would do. I really would. If I didn't have, like, if this was full time, if I did, I would do that. Sure, my grandma would legitimately have a heart attack, and I don't want that.
If this was full time, I would consider a face tattoo.
If this is full time, I would. Dude, that'd be sick. Let's do this full time.
Fanta, you want to come help us out?
Stop. Oh my god. Dude, stop. We have people in the chamber. Just let them marinate.
Mountain Dew did reply via DM, by the way.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
Oh my god, I did not see that. That's hilarious.
No, it was on my personal.
Oh, okay.
Page, yeah.
And what'd they say?
They said like love the shout out. It wasn't anything like worthwhile, but it was a reply. It's okay.
It's a reply. C4 seemed anyway.
They know we're friends.
Yes.
I'm gonna set that bomb off real quick.
Oh no.
I know you hate me. It's okay.
All right, what are we gonna talk about for a little bit?
Any fun? Oh, I got some fun news.
Oh shoot.
Why oh shoot?
I just knocked something down.
Oh, way to go. I guess I mean the biggest story that I would say to talk about. There's two in my opinion. One would be the NFL playoffs
For sure.
and how bad the Eagles choked, how bad the Cowboys choked.
The Eagles, and I mean this, the Eagles might be the worst team in the NFL.
You might not be wrong.
I really can't think of a team that's like the Panthers.
Carolina.
For sure. I was gonna say the Panthers, but outside they might be the worst team.
New England's pretty ass right now.
At least their defense is okay. Like
True.
They I mean, if they had any type of quarterback, that team would be better. But
yeah, true.
I've never seen I've never seen a team do that.
Historical
in
collapse.
In the season 1 and 7 with all the talent on their team.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. Like you have all of that talent. And then
there's a rumor that the locker room might be. I just spilled on myself. The locker room might be divided.
It's got to be. There can't be. There's no way it's not. Or they don't like their coaches or something.
Sums up. And I was talking to somebody about this earlier, like relating it to like the Lions, right? With Dan Campbell, the players love him, so they try harder for him. You win more games. The players in Chicago love Justin Fields. They love Matt Eberflus. They play very hard. They more than 2x their wins this year. Like liking people matters. Wanting to play for somebody matters. And you know, I'm not saying that like Sirianni's a piece of shit or anything like that, but like
it sounds like you're doing that.
No. I'm really not. But like something clearly he lost the locker room, right? Like he didn't hold it together.
I don't know how you do that though.
And
like you just
I'm gonna say this: Jalen Hurts is overrated.
I think he's just really hurt, man. I think the same thing.
No, he's overrated as a quarterback. He's a great football player. I think he's overrated as a quarterback.
I'm not going to say it yet. He went to the Super Bowl. I understand the talent. They're very, very talented.
Trent Dilfer.
But I see what. Yeah, but it wasn't because of Trent Dilfer. Stop that. It wasn't. Stop.
Nick Foles won a Super Bowl.
Well, that was because of Nick Foles.
Foles so there you go. Off. Big Dick Nick went off.
Well, and then Jalen outplayed Patrick Mahomes last year.
He did.
Like no way he didn't. Yeah, he played amazing. So I'm not going to go there yet, but there is definitely something with both coordinators or the head coach. Yeah, for sure. Matt Patricia got put into a bad spot. I'm not.
Agreed. I will agree. I will agree on you with that. Agree with you on that. Wow.
What's the other? What words are super hard? What is the other story?
The other story. I went on YouTube today, and Dr. Mike Israetel did a video critiquing Joel Seedman, and I fucking loved it.
I said Joel Osteen. That's the truth. That guy needs to get criticized too. But no, Joel Seedman did get. Yeah, I loved it.
It made my heart so happy.
It was good. I would love to have Dr. Mike on this podcast. Let's get Dr. Mike on this podcast.
I might be able to make that happen.
Let's do it. Let's just get it happen.
But yeah, did you watch the video?
I watched it.
Great.
I watch all of his videos. They're fantastic.
It's great. And the second I saw the thumbnail, I was so happy.
I was very happy. I thought you were going to say like Nick Saban and Bill Belichick retired or got fired.
I thought we talked about that.
Did we? I don't know, dude.
Didn't we talk about that last week?
Probably. I'm just dumb.
No, I like Dr. Mike shitting on Joel Seedman. It made me happy.
It's very, very good.
Like the next thing he needs to do is poop all over Brad Lee, and then we'll be fine.
So I watched that guy, Gino the Ghost.
Yes.
And he made a video about Brad Lee, and then Brad Lee made a video about his reaction. So it's reaction to reaction to reaction.
Okay.
And apparently they're going to do a podcast together, and I cannot wait.
Gino and Brad are?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta go watch the video then, because I
go watch the videos. Go to Gino the Ghost. By the way,
I follow him.
Okay, I love that guy. He didn't respond to my DM, but that's okay. Busy guy, music producer, content creator, crypto king. I think. I don't know if crypto's worth.
Dr. Mike Israetel.
Goat. Just a funny dude. He's very fast, very very quick witted. Who's fast?
Yeah,
Israel.
Oh yeah.
Very quick witted.
What's your big story?
I had a bachelor party this weekend, and I'm too old for that shit, man.
Yeah.
Way too old. We went to Scottsdale. Scottsdale's great. Love the area. We stayed in a literal mansion. It was way too much money. We had a lot of dudes. So we split it, but it was way too much money. We went to very expensive places to eat, which is kind of what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then after everyone went out, I stayed out the best of my ability to 2 and 3, I think.
Did you go see Johnny Manziel down there?
No, he lives in Scottsdale?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'd go see Johnny Manziel.
Dude, party with Johnny football.
He doesn't party anymore.
Yeah, he does.
No, he's done partying.
Yeah.
You know who I like though?
And
You know
your
who
hair's blonde.
Strawberry blonde, sometimes up top.
Shut
up. Yeah, I'm gonna just skip to this gas or pass. I'm gonna gas.
Yeah, do it.
Mature Baker Mayfield. I'm gassing mature Baker.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
I love mature Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Like he's playing ball. He's not the guy that's chirping and he sucks at the Browns. No, he's playing ball and
I can get behind that.
He's being a leader. No, I really enjoy him. So
yeah, okay. That's a good one.
That was the weirdest gas or pass I had.
Very odd transition, very similar to you saying, "Do you like books?" to Tessa, which I'm not gonna lie, it took every ounce of me to not be like, "Oh yeah, his wife's got a bunch of smut back there. You want some of it?" Like,
no, that is the reason I brought it up is because she did tell me she wants to do a sleeve, and I said, "Oh, well, I'm doing it." She's like, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm interviewing or co-interviewing this tattoo artist, and she said that was cool. So I said I would do something. But anyway.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, it was.
So that was a roundabout. Let's talk about something fun.
Do you like books?
Yeah, that was funny, dude. I'm doing this thing. I'm 72 hours without caffeine right now. Over 72 hours. I don't know why I'm doing it.
Yeah,
but
it sounds horrible, honestly.
It is. It's tired. I mean, I was tired at like 10 a.m.
But like, why would you do that?
No reason. I just didn't have it Saturday. Didn't have it Sunday. Woke up today. I was like, I don't need it.
Like, why do you hate yourself?
I mean, that's how much time you got, buddy.
2 minutes. I guess. I mean, I could stop giving you shit and go to my gas or pass too if we need to. I got a good one. I am gonna gas. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pass.
No,
it's not gonna be bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna pass the idea of people always having to be right.
Okay.
Because and like, in all seriousness, I like to debate things with people, but it's for an educational purpose. Like, I want to know why you think something is a certain way and have fun doing it. Talk some shit, yes, but like, if I can learn something from it, that's a plus, right? I can't stand when people try to debate things and it's for a reason of like, no, I'm right because of this. No, I'm right because of this, and you're wrong. Why can't it just be like, hey, this is why I think of something. This is why I think of something. Cool. We could still be friends, and we cannot be fucking pieces of shit about it. Like, I don't like the fact that people always feel like they need to be right. Like, why can't you go into something wanting to learn instead of like, a dick measuring contest, so to speak?
It's just ego. There is a.
So should I pass on ego then? Is that what we're saying?
Probably. I mean, potentially, but
yeah. All right. We'll pass on inflated egos.
Yeah, you need ego for a little bit, but like, no, there is an issue with people being like, I cannot admit a wrong, that they've ever been wrong. I see that a lot. I understand that, and then I battle with myself. Of course I do. We all do, but. Yeah, I mean, you're searching. Most people are searching to be right, not for the answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. So
that's a good one.
Yeah, thanks. Like I said, it wasn't going to be too big of a rant, but I don't actually have a rant this week.
I don't either. We had a guest, so
I was going to say, it didn't allow me to go unhinged.
And she was super positive, and I needed that.
Oh, she's awesome. Life. Yeah, no, that was great.
So,
yeah, she's dope. I would legitimately get tattooed by her for sure, just to support, because I think it's awesome.
Of course.
So what's kept you sane these past 7 days, buddy?
I think the bachelor party and seeing my buddies is really not the bachelor party itself, but seeing my buddies. It was good. Like, it's hard to think that I graduated college 6 years ago now. So like one of my good buddies is the one that I roomed with in this
I got a package at the
freaking
door, so you keep talking.
mansion. And oh, I'm just going to talk to the audience. Well, anyway, go see your friends. Well, hey guys, while Andy is gone, make sure you just DM him mean stuff, bad stuff, like just inappropriate memes. You know, tell him that you're just going to beat him up, and he's back. Never mind. So yeah, see your friends and such.
That's a good one. That's a good
What
one.
about you there, Andy?
What about me?
What kept you sane, Captain?
Captain. I already used my kids last week. I won't do that again. I'll shout out to Riker for 7th birthday this past Sunday. I am going to say, getting good night's sleep. Had a really good week of sleep, honestly. And it's allowed me to do, be more productive with work, better working out, just better around the kids. So I'm going to say the notion the notion to go to bed. And if I'm, in need, if I need to like take an edible to go to sleep, take an edible. Just
I need to go to sleep.
understanding that like getting a good night's sleep is very, very important. So
The most important.
rest, sleep, and I would say sleep plus caffeine. Because I'm not doing that. No.
I mean, I'm not doing it for a reason. And anyway, if you like caffeine, kids and adults, drink your caffeine. There's literally almost no benefit outside of maybe resensitizing yourself to it.
Yeah.
If you take a longer amount of time, I doubt 3 days is going to do anything. But anyway,
it might.
It might. Maybe I take that monster or that C4 and I
you explode,
blast off like a rocket ship. Shout out to C4. Make sure that you go buy that shit.
You know what else C4 gives you? It gives you smart energy and a delicious strawberry guava taste. 200 milligrams of green tea extract caffeine.
I cannot believe this is for real, not an ad that they paid you for. Like it.
I would legitimately be very good at reading their ads.
Yes, you would. You'd also hoe yourself out for Fanta or Diet Mountain Dew or C4. Those are all drinks. That, by the way,
all we're doing is we're acting like the sponsors are the Navy, and we're at the friggin' pier waiting for the fleet to come in.
We're doing
That's all
God's
we're doing.
Work. We're doing God's work.
Anyway, as always, people, thank you for your support to the show. Numbers are growing. Love to see it. Please continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow on Instagram. I would love to get the Instagram up above 1,000 followers to the show.
We've been slacking.
Message Q to do better at sharing the show. And message Q to tell him that his hair looks good because he's having a good hair day. His hair looks great.
No, I'm having a bad hair day.
I
should share the show better, but I share the show in a adjacent form as you. I try not to share it as soon as you share it because that just.
Well, I know, but I'm also trying to like give you a compliment on your hair and you didn't take it. So
I know because it looks like shit still, but it's okay.
Anyway, thanks again for listening, tuning in, watching. The video episodes are on Spotify now too, so you don't have to use YouTube if you don't want. He's Q. I'm Andy. Gang.
See you next week.